Good day, viewers. This is Truthline on Gampi Radio TV, where political issues are discussed. I am your host, Haja Amira Musa, and with me in the studio is Dr. Kenneth Inebe. Doctor, you're welcome, sir.
Thank you for having me here.
Thank you, Doctor. Our doctor here is a political public affairs analyst and also a researcher. Our topic of discussion today is heavy. The discussion is all about our youths, the empowerment of our youths. Our doctor here is going to put light into it. Doctor, you're welcome once again.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Doctor.
Haja Amira.
Now, let's go into the discussion proper. What does youth empowerment mean in a simple term?
Yeah, youth empowerment, in a simple term, I think I want to start that there is a stage before youth empowerment.
Okay.
And that is where I want to look at responding to this question. From the childhood, there are a lot you provide for that child by way of training before it gets to the point of that being a youth. If a child is properly guided and trained, by the time he gets to adolescent age, that is stroke youth, as I've said, he will be well guided. He will be well monitored, mentored right from home. However, coming to this point as well, we're expecting this youth, maybe those who has finished school. Let's take it that is the one you are talking about. You are referring to, not the group you are referring to. Empowering youth is not about, asking them to go and cause violence. It's educate them. That's why I started by a child. Make sure your child is properly educated, is morally guided, so that as he becomes youth, when he's asked to go and do certain things, he will say, no, this is not what I'm taught. It's better the way to do things or the way life should be handled. You should educate your youth, empower them, let them learn skills. Don't just give, but give them what they will use to produce what they need. I think that is the best way to empower youth.
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you for that analysis. Why should governments care about youth empowerment? And can you reference personality or governments who have made efforts on these aspects?
Yes, the government is the responsibility of the government and the citizen as a whole. And parents, not government. Yeah, on the empowerment of the youth. Because all of us keep on saying this slogan, youth are the tomorrow's leaders.
Yes.
How do they become leaders when you don't empower them? You empower them just like what I've said in your first questions. If you have provided all that, then mentoring is very important and very, very key. You mentor them, and when they get to that leadership position, ensure that gradually you are passing power to them. Mentor them, those who are supposed to be, and those who are in the skill, who are in the field of skills. Professional and so encourage them. Take for instance, you ask which government or personality that has actually. I want to use Dangote, for example. Dangote has generated so much that Nigerian youth works in his conglomerate companies, be it oil, be it agric, be it whatever you can think. He's not the richest Nigerian, if I may put it, at the time he started business. But I can bet you that Dangote has provided for the youth of this country in terms of employment. if I may say, even than government, because he's a private person, in his companies and the rest of it, he has provided employment, he has provided life of livelihood for our youth by way of engagement, professionally and otherwise. And when it also comes to government, please permit me to go back to where I'm a bit familiar. When you look at the former and the present Kogi state government, especially from the government of former Governor Yaya Bello, I'll keep using him as an example. It's not all about any other thing. I'll keep using him as an example. Kogi State, we know what it used to be. It was entrenched with ethnic and biased leadership, kind of. We all know, except anybody doesn't want to be honest, and violence. But when Yaya Bello came, the first thing he did was to neutralize the issue of ethnicity differences. Today, if you come, you don't know who is an Igala person, who is a Biafran person, who is Oku. There's harmony. That is a very big achievement. But all that attitude affects our youth more and start to affect our youth more. That's why I'm relating in that way.
Okay.
If you also look at his government was youth and women, friendly. I give it to you and let you prove it otherwise.
Okay.
In his last administration, that is the second tenure, even first tenure, but second tenure in particular, there is 21 local government in Kogi State.
Yes.
Women were empowered to become a vice chairman of each local government 22 years. The 21 local government. You know what is? It trickles down to the youth, which the children, the women and the children, trickles down. And that is empowerment. So when you empower a woman, you empower a family, not your family, you empower the children and you empower the same youth you are talking about. Anybody who is not looking at it from this point of view, this is the way I looked at it. I take such, move, a step, if you look at it. So if you also watch his, the issue of empowering youth, it's a governor who recruit, employ, or give appointment majorly to youth, even those who are not from the state. So these are ways I expect most other I said the one I'm familiar.
Okay.
There could also be other this thing. Take for example the governor of is it Oronu? The governor of that's what is his name? Zuma is trying a lot in terms of human development and so on. He is trying. Look at during Kwankwaso era. Kwankwaso, send a lot of youths that go outside the country to study medicine. I understand they were over 100. That is empowerment of youth. And when you ask government, therefore, but that's why I'm using some of this one. So I'm not being particular about some of this. So these are so many things that were done. So whether you like it or not today, if you go to Kogi State, for example, and some of these states, you discover that if the youths want to be sincere to themselves, there are some level of changes, the manner things used to be and what it is today.
Okay, thank you, Doctor. Thank you for that analysis. Doctor, how can we empower youths without money?
Wonderful. You see, there is a saying in my dialect. In my dialect.
Meaning?
That is, money is not good for the younger.
Okay.
What they mean is not that the young ones should not be in possession of money. When a young man started seeing money without experience, who have not gotten experience, he can't handle it. And the money, instead of handling the money will handle that youth. So if you look at the way our youths pursue money today at all costs, it is because we have come to a point where we are now using money as a way of empowering them. But empower youth with what they can do with their hands, skills. Pay for that person to go and learn what he can earn from tomorrow. And that will be sustainable. when he learns them, either from school, he learn anything. Take for instance, if the 46334 system, I come back here. Supposing it works. Honestly speaking, you would have seen some step maybe after JS3. If you cannot go further, you must have learned carpentry. You must have learned. You will just go and face life and keep on going. Then those who can get to the last edition, maybe they will go to university, whatever they learn, they want to go and improve as an engineer, in the electronic, whatever, and so on. Would have been better off if they had allowed it to work. So that is the way to. It's not money. Money empowerment is the way of destroying our the future generations coming, because this money they see in no money intoxicate. There is also a saying that if you want to, what can separate friends? If woman did not separate friends, money will separate friends. Exactly. So you can see the danger. Sorry, please pardon me for using the women. And women out there, please pardon me, but it's an adage.
No problem, doctor. Thank you very much. So, doctor, what is the easiest way? The easiest way to empower a young person?
Yes, the easiest way to empower, like I said, moral upbringing first.
Okay.
From home, it will be easy to direct such a person. Because from the background, take for instance, when we were growing and when we were to leave our home to Lagos or other places, your parents will come the very night or that morning you stand up when you're going to they will say, come, they will pray for you.
Exactly.
They will hold you, say, hold your ear, you hold your ear. Don't go and disgrace this family's name. It's not how rich that family is.
Exactly.
But we value names. We value it so much then. Not only in my place. I know in so many other places. But today is a different thing. I bet if you go look at how your people, your mates do, I'm not saying you go play. So look how they do it. I enter. But that is it. If you give a very good moral upbringing to our children, they will be better off. Not today, children and the school. What they know is money. They come out of money. They do anything money. Honestly speaking, it's not helping us.
Thank you, doctor. My final word. Does empowerment mean giving youths free things?
Anybody you give anything free, you have destroyed that person.
Okay.
Anybody you give anything free, you have destroyed that person. Because the person will now have this mentality of free things. Even you who is giving that free things, you do not work for it. You work for it. If I give money to you today, tomorrow you give money to you, or I give you food, but I work for the food. Why won't I teach you how to work for that food? Why won't I say, okay, come and do this, or okay, I have something, come and clear here. That is work. I'll give you work. Even with that money, I would have still given it to you. Do this, help him wash these clothes. You pay. You are automatically telling that person, I cannot give you this money. Work for it. And that ethics, that morality, that labor comes before earning. You now instill it on those coming, the upcoming generations. It is extremely important. You can't take it away. Even your child, your own child, if you keep on giving, take, your child will grow up to waste all you have labored for. Don't you have children today? Oh, take money, you put money in their account, they spend at will, and the rest of them. Tomorrow, maybe their parents are not there. What you have suffered and labored for, because they are used to money buy. They sell all they have labored for, even house, property, to buy, because that's what you teach them for.
Thank you, doctor. In a simple word, what can you tell our youth out there?
Yes, our dear youths, I want to beg you. Try and see what you can do for yourself. Even though if I've gone to school and you have graduated, everybody can be employed. Because there will be no space. There's no space in anywhere all over the world to employ everybody that goes to school. Take education or the school you have gone. Take that. It's just to expose you to what is available. But how to be involved and use those things that is available. is what you should now think from your brain. Get involved in one thing that you know you can be better in by way of skills. There are so many things that are there. Don't say mechanic is not, I cannot be a mechanic. You can be a fantastic mechanic. There are people who are engineers. They graduated as engineer. I know one or two. We've had some of those ones. But today they are actors. They are doing other things that is not different from what they study. We have had all that. That is, you are now coming out to who you are. That education just exposes you to the world, what is available. And there are so much that is available, even agriculture. You can't tell me somebody, a graduate who goes into agriculture will be better off than my father, who did not go to school, is into agriculture, because you have where to get those equipment, modern equipment for agricultural activities. So ultimately, education just exposes you for a better tomorrow. Not that it is an instrument that you must work in an office. I think this is what I want to beg our youth.
Thank you, Doctor, for this insightful advice to our youths out there. I also thank you for coming to give us light, to put light into this important topic, youth empowerment.
Thank you very much.
To our viewers, we have come to the end of this program today. We will talk about youth empowerment. There are many things we can do with our phones. There are things we can learn with our hand. There are skills we can learn with our hand. Many of them are there. We shouldn't wait for governments to give us food on our table. We should try and put efforts to make sure we get it, and we will all get there. This is Gampi Radio TV station, and I remain your host, Hajia Amira Musa. Remember to subscribe on this station, like and follow. Thank you till we bring the same topic again.